Hey everyone, I'm the Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. We've got you covered like a blanket. Leading things off, our next guest is a wellness advocate and the founder and creative director of Consciousness Strategies. He's here to provide some insight on his collaboration between Mott Haven, that fridge organization that we had on so many times, and how he's helping our committee to take the next step into achieving holistic health and wellness. So please welcome to the show, John Barczak. John, welcome.
Thank you very much. Any opportunities to spread awareness around health, well-being is always a very grateful opportunity for me.
So John, tell us what you're doing and what areas are you doing it in? What communities do you serve?
The Belmont-Fordham area for the past 25 plus years, which is the Little Italy, Arthur Avenue segment. Oh, yeah. And all of this really kind of evolved. You mentioned a little bit, I have a company, Conscious Strategies. I've been in the wellness arena for the past 30 plus years. The past 15 years of my business, I've worked primarily as a consultant with different organizations, hotels, retreat centers all over the world to help guide them into creating the structure and systems for them to have the programs that they do. In February, I normally go away for the winters. I usually work in Costa Rica, Chile, Mexico, and this past year, because of COVID and everything that was going on, I wasn't traveling. And I began to really feel the effects of being in New York in the winter. And I have a lot of challenges with lack of sunlight, and it just really begins to affect me in many ways. And I was following some different Instagram posts over a period of time, specifically looking at what was happening in the Bronx and being curious to see, you know, different brands that were coming out of the Bronx, the creative process that's began to really evolve with the Bronx. And my eye caught this Mott Haven Fridge project. And so I followed it for about a week or so. And I really knew that I needed to do something to kind of get out of my head. And service has always been something that I've known for many years, that if I want to get out of that negative space, get out and do something for others. And so I reached out to Dan, the co-founder of Mott Haven Fridge, and began to ask him questions about volunteering and what they were doing. Because I'm a chef, I'm primarily a vegetarian and vegan chef. I showcase, you know, healthy food is a very large part of what I do. So the idea,
I'm sorry, John, what are some of the things that you make or that you prepare as a vegan chef?
So I do everything from, I make alternative cheeses out of different nuts, out of almonds, out of walnuts. I use different supplements like spirulina. I really try and take, in a lot of ways, many common dishes and show how they can be tweaked with using different alternatives and getting kind of the same flavor platforms, but without dairy. And so that is a big part of what I do. And I'm also a certified health coach and a certified nutrition coach.
Yeah, I can see somebody picking you up and saying, hey, you know, I want you to travel with me so you can take care of my health while I travel around the world and perform.
Well, I've had a lot of different experiences. Past several years, the winter or summers I've spent in the Hamptons. I have clients out there that I work with as a private chef, especially people that are dealing with health issues.
Yeah.
that really want to begin to shift their diets. And so I work with them because it's also trying to, if food really tastes awful and tastes like cardboard, most people aren't going to stick with eating that particular genre of food. So I really try and make delicious, vibrant food that people are like, wow, this is amazing and I could eat this and let's continue moving forward.
Right. Hey, John, what do you want people to know about the Feeding Inspired Hearts event that's coming up?
So what we're doing, we did a event. A lot of my work, I do retreats, and a lot of my work ends up really coming to fruition when we sit every night at the table and the conversations and connections that happen, humans connecting with humans. So about a month and a half ago, out of me being invited to the Mott Haven Fridge for an adjunct barbecue that was happening by some of the community members, I went and I mentioned to one of the women that's a volunteer, I said, wouldn't it be amazing to do an event outside the fridge, having tables and chairs and having people sit and really connecting. And we did it. We had a catering company that donated linens. We had linens, china, tents, and we blocked off the street, and all the food was donated from different restaurants and different supporters. And it was really a beautiful experience. It was about 150 people, all economic, social backgrounds. It was from the community members, volunteers, families that came with their kids, celebrating life. And one of our taglines is dining with dignity. And I feel that everybody has that right. And so we had this beautiful experience. And so we got asked to be a part of, there's a festival coming up. It's called NYC by Design.
NYC by Design, yes.
Yeah, and they wanted to have a similar concept like what we did with the brunch brought into their arena. So I connected with a gallery that just opened a few months ago in this neighborhood, talked to them about using the space, and we're in the process of launching a new community fridge in our area. So Feeding Inspiring Minds is going to be a kind of pasta for the people. We have beautiful pasta donated from DeCecco Pasta. And it's going to be anybody and everyone can come and sit. We'll have tables set out outside the gallery. And there's also on our website, people can purchase plates because we are doing this as a fundraiser for the needs of getting the fridge positioned, and there's costs involved. And there'll also be an installation with this new fridge that we're launching. And we will have a round table that people will be able to come and sit, and we're going to discuss topics of food insecurity within the community. And people will have post-it notes and they can put down their dreams, their wishes, and we'll have them putting them on the refrigerator so that at the end of the event, we'll have this beautiful fridge with all these visions. We'll be photographing it, and that will be a big part of our launching into the community and letting people know that the fridge is going to be coming.
That's great. So you're doing a lot of things like that. And I know you work in Costa Rica also. You had something called the Blue Spirit Costa Rica event,
right?
Where you, I think you had the food service operation and you're a consultant there for the team.
Right. Yeah. So I worked for 15 years at a nonprofit organization called the Omega Institute, which is up in Rhinebeck, New York, about 90 miles north of the Bronx. And I worked for them for 15 years, eventually becoming the executive chef and the general manager of the food service operation. It is a vegetarian and vegan operation that hosts workshops, from yoga workshops and yoga trainings to meditation, qigong, many different teachers, international teachers, from all over the world.
Yeah.
They had made the decision to open up a location for the winter programming in Costa Rica. So I went down there, I left Omega and I went to Costa Rica to spend a couple of years working with the staff there in the food service and kitchen, educating them on how to prepare primarily vegetarian and vegan food. Because that genre of food is not traditional to Costa Rican cuisine. So it was a whole process with training them. And I also worked with several other centers in Costa Rica within a 10-year period of time.
Yeah, sounds like you're keeping a whole lot of people healthy eating, healthy living.
Well,
and
we
you're
try.
a chef, I hear. You can really mix it up in the kitchen, huh?
Yeah, I do. And I really enjoy when we have the opportunity to educate people and show them, maybe the old conceptions that they have about vegetarian or vegan food is like, oh my God, that's boring. I could never eat that. That's what? No meat, no, and, I encourage people to step in, try it. I'm not one of these crazy food fanatics where I feel like I have to preach to people, because I've learned from my own experience, nobody likes to be preached to.
No.
But step in and have your own experience and see what you take away with it. So and eventually that is going to be woven into the fabric of what we're doing with the community fridges. So the community fridges are great starting points, and they have a specific need they're fulfilling. But for me, education, especially with the children, is the key to how real change is going to happen.
I like it. Give me a website, because they're going to wrap me up in about a couple of seconds.
Well, I think going to the www.motthavenfridge.com, and then I also work under a name of Shivantar Singh, which is a whole other story. I'm a yoga teacher. You can go to www.shivantar, SHIVANTER.com, and that shows a little bit of my work and my food, and I use it primarily for new clients to see what I do.
John Barczak, the chef, is in the house. He's the creative director, Conscious Strategies. John, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. And I hope we see lots of people out come. It's going to be a great event, November 14th. You can go on the website, purchase tickets. Please support us. It's all going back into the community. Have a day, enjoy Little Italy. The Bronx Zoo is a few blocks away. The Botanic Garden, make a day of it and enjoy the Bronx.
Thank you, John. We'll take
a
break right here. We got more Good Open coming up next.
All right.